Today I'm going to read the first few pages of our read aloud for this week called Keepers. And Keepers is by Jerry Hannell Watts and Felicia Marshall. His grandmother's heavy snoring told Kenyon that she'd finished her storytelling. He liked to listen with his eyes closed, so he hadn't realized she was through until the snore. He loved her stories, as familiar to him as if they had been his own. Familiar means well known, so her stories were very well known to him. But he knew she got tired quickly since her stroke, so he rose quietly and eased to the kitchen to glance at the clock. And there it said he knew she got tired easily since her stroke, and a stroke is a sudden lack of oxygen to the brain caused by the blocking or breaking of a blood vessel. So there's Kenyon listening to his grandma's story. Nearly 4 o'clock, he whispered. He could just make it to the ball field if he left now. His tired old glove lay in his room beside the reminder he'd printed in big, bold letters. 92 Saturdays. And a reminder is something that helps a person remember. So the reminder he'd printed in big, bold letters, 92 Saturdays. He didn't want to forget a present for his grandmother's 90th birthday. Kenyon pounded the cracked glove with his right hand. He didn't have to worry about that yet. He tiptoed to the front door. "Where you think you're going, boy?" Kenyon's quiet, easy glide to freedom was frozen by his grandmother's words. "To play baseball?" he mumbled. "Did you finish your homework?" she demanded. "Mostly finished, little Dolly." From the corner of his eye, he saw the white hair snap around. Kenyon let the door fall shut and turned as his grandmother leapt into him. "Mostly? Mostly's not good enough, child. There's some things can't be done mostly. Can't mostly be dead. You either dead or you not. Can't be mostly crazy. You either crazy or you not. And I'll finish," he interrupted. Man, she did take a lot of words to say no. Little Dolly's voice kept on muttering with her list of non-mostlies, but Kenyon opened his history book and shut out her talking. Since his mother died 6 years ago, he and his dad had lived with little Dolly. He still didn't know why she was called Little Dolly. There wasn't much little about her. She was a big-boned woman with great big hands and a great big voice and a great lot of words. Kenyon tried his best to study his history, but he couldn't concentrate on all those long ago dates and names. His mind was filled up with more important things. Things like Mo Davis's fastball and whether he could hit it today like he did yesterday, clean out of the park. Mo thought he was some kind of pitcher with his real leather glove, but Kenyon didn't mind on days like yesterday, days when Kenyon felt like a hitting machine that could not be denied. That had been a true wallop bat day. And a wallop bat day is a made up word, and he's meaning that it was a great day, a good day for hitting baseballs. By the time Kenyon reached the park diamond, he had to take leftovers on team and position. "It's about time," Mo taunted. "Did you have to help Granny into the sun?" Kenyon's knuckles burned as he clenched his fists tightly. He didn't like to hear little Dolly spoken of poorly. So much for another wallop bat day, he thought. That evening, Kenyon sat on the peeling floor of the porch while little Dolly rested on the swing. "Tell me a story, little Dolly," he begged. "You tell instead," she answered. "Tell about the stories you read in your history book." "Aw, those are boring." Kenyon pushed the swing gently. "The only good stories I can tell are about baseball, and you don't care about that." "That's true enough, I suppose," little Dolly agreed. "But a good storyteller can make you care with how she weaves the tale. Course, I ain't needin' to tell that. Them words are for the next keeper." "Keeper?" Kenyon asked. "Yes, keeper of stories and legends. My grandma said they had keepers back in Africa for each tribe. A tribe is a group of people who share the same ancestors, customs, and laws. But I can't say about that. Can say we've had keepers in our family since always. My great grandma, Daisy, my grandma, Dormeem, and me. The keeper holds on to the past until she can pass it on to the next. Little Dolly squinched her dark brown eyes. Don't know who I'll hand my tales to, though. Her large fingers plucked at the sleeve of her blouse. Kenyon stopped the swing and he knelt beside her. Little Dolly, I'll be the keeper. I love your stories. Her eyes looked deep into his, searching. Lord, honey, that's nice, but you a boy. I gotta find me a girl keeper. You can't be a keeper if you a boy. And there is Kenyon and little Dolly on the porch swing.